Hi everyone, this is Excel WordLab 1, and we have a couple of easy things to go over. Excel is one of my most favorite programs to use, so let's get started. So to start a basic Excel sheet, you basically just open it and hit New File, and it's set up a lot like Word, where you have your basic tabs, Home, Insert, which has a whole bunch of fun stuff that we'll go over, page layout, to enter formulas, to do data, to bring things from other programs in, a review, and to view it, how you want to look at the page and all things, which basically you did also have in Word. You also have in Excel, so they kind of work hand in hand, and they're both very easy to use, and Excel, like I said, is one of my favorites. So basically, the first thing, to create a new worksheet, you basically just open up the program, which is always fun. To enter, this is a real basic, real quick review. Each one of these little boxes is called a cell. And if you look here, it shows you what cell you're in. A cell is always named for the column first, the row second. So where this black box is C6. C6. You can click anywhere and it goes on, your chart goes on forever in both directions, in rows and columns. Or if you want to go someplace very specific very quickly, you can also type it in here, A5, and it will bring you there. It's very simple, and it's easy to use, and I just adore it. I can't say anything. If you were going to enter information, say I'll enter my name, which is usually kind of long and never fits in a predetermined cell. If you look at it right now, it looks like it's in one cell, but it's not. My name is overrunning the cell size. So if you wanted to adjust the cell size, if you look now, I have the cursor between A and B, and it has the arrows on the left and right. That means I can change, and you see it tells you how wide it is and back and forth. And you could do the same thing with height. If you have if we go back and put it back to the size it was, again using my name, which is kind of long, you could do something called word wrap, which is a little different than it was in Microsoft Word. When you do word wrap, it automatically will change the words so that they fit in the cell altogether, and as you see, it stacked my name. Depending upon what you're doing and what you're looking to do with your Excel sheet is whether or not you would really want to use that. You can also, if I undo this, you can also merge cells, and what that means is you would make two cells like A5 and B5. If I highlight both of them, I can use this, which is merge and center, and what it'll do, it'll make those two cells one, and they'll both become A5. B5 no longer exists, unfortunately, as you can see, but it merges the cells, and when you're going to print something, it just makes it a lot easier. You can center, still your alignment is the same, indenting is the same, and all of that. If, say, you have a lot of information and you have forgot something, instead of having to retype or copy and paste, what you can do, if on the home tab, if you come over here, it says to insert, and what this basically means is you can insert a single cell, you can insert a whole row, you can insert a column. You can even insert a sheet, which is something I'll go over later on. You can also delete. If you have a mistake or you have too many cells, you can delete a row, a sheet. You can delete any of them, which is kind of fun. The other thing that you can do, you can format. And to format them, that would be the same, you know, your fonts, your alignments, which is the same as Microsoft Word, and you also have the copy and paste feature, which is also the same as But you need to be careful when Excel can use formulas, math, all different sorts of things like that, and you have to be careful when you copy and paste a formula because it gets a little tricky depending upon what the formula is. The other thing you can do, you can format the cell to accept a number in a specific way, and no matter how you type in the number, it will automatically format it that way. Now, say for example, I insert the date. So today's date is April, say we're going to use April 20th, 2013. 2013, okay? So now we have that. Now, you saw how I wrote it, and you saw how it changed. If you look, it's different here. It appears this way. Now, what you would do, you can go to the numbers, and if you click on it in any moment, you can change how anything comes. So, for example, we were working with a date. So if you clicked on date, it gives you different options of how the date is going to appear. And it gives you a sample as to what it's going to look like, and depending upon how much room is in your spreadsheet is what format you're going to go with. The other things you can do in this format cell is you could do alignment, and that basically will tell you how everything's going to look. You can set it up to wrap which I showed you before, to wrap or to shrink something to fit. Now that's something you need to be careful because things will get very small. Again, you can merge the cells. You can put your text on a diagonal and it'll look like that, or you could do it vertical. Again, everything depends upon how you need it or want it to look. You can change, again, like Word, you can change the font, you can strike through things, you can add borders to your cells, which is always fun. It's nice in appearance depending upon, again, what you want to do. You can make each cell a different color, and you can protect your sheet, which is something we'll go over in another video. Okay, so with that being said, I think that's about it for this lab. I will see you guys soon.